The creative director for Resident Evil Requiem may have just accidentally slipped up and confirmed that there will be returning characters from previous Resident Evil titles in Resident Evil 9. In a recent interview at Gamescom on the Biohazard France YouTube channel, Koshi Nakanishi and Masato Kumazawa were interviewed. At about 15 minutes into the video, the interviewee begins to talk about how she knew someone playing the game and it was their very first experience with any Resident Evil game, and she asked the developers what it would be like for someone coming into this game as their very first Resident Evil experience. Nakanishi then says that you don't have to know the previous story to have fun and enjoy this game, so you don't need to rush out to play Outbreak to fully understand the story in this game. However, before that, the YouTube translator picks up him saying, so in terms of the story, it features characters from Raccoon City, and as I said earlier, characters from Outbreak, and so on. And of course, if you know the story, you can enjoy it even more. So it's safe to say, us diehard Resident Evil fans that know the full story are going to be in for a very nice treat.
Earlier, in front of the stage, I was talking to a young lady who said it will be her first Resident Evil experience. So maybe it's also a good basis for people who are, also just as feedback who are joining the game newly.
そうですね。もちろんそうですね。でストーリー的にもね、ラクーンシティを出してるとか、さっきもアウトブレイクのキャラクターとかいろいろと
Yeah, right
言ったんですけども、もちろん知ってたらアウトブレイクのキャラクターとかいろいろでストーリー的にもね。
So in terms of the story, it features characters from Raccoon City.
とか、さっきもアウトブレイクのキャラクターとかいろいろと。
And as I said earlier, characters from Outbreak and so on. And of course, if you know the story, you can enjoy it even more. But even if you don't know the story, you can still have a great time playing. If you're worried about rushing out to play Outbreak, don't worry.
Great.
Yeah, so he doesn't mention him saying that is going to feature characters from Raccoon City and Outbreak. So right there, he just slipped up and said it, huh? So in terms of the story, it features characters from Raccoon City. And as I said earlier, characters from Outbreak and so on. Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, the YouTube auto-generated translation picked that up, but he doesn't translate that in English for her. He probably knew that it was a potential spoiler. So that's crazy. Yeah, if YouTube translation is correct, he definitely slipped up. Yeah, that's crazy to confirm that we're going to be getting previous characters from Raccoon City, and he also said Outbreak, so we'll probably see other Outbreak characters. Maybe other Outbreak characters did survive, and maybe everybody from every single Resident Evil game ever is coming back into this game, and it's gonna be a fucking insane event. It's gonna be like the Avengers, but in Resident Evil.
Yeah.
I thought he was pointing to his nipples at first, bro. I'm like, my nipples are hard for Raccoon City.
And yeah, fascinating.
Well, that's cool that like YouTube translation kind of picked him up saying that. I know like YouTube translation isn't 100% accurate, but I mean that's just a very odd and specific thing to pick up him saying. So that kind of like low key confirms that we're getting returning characters from Raccoon City. And he even said Outbreak. Now, this isn't 100% confirmed. YouTube translation is a bit wonky. However, I find it odd that YouTube translation did pick up specifically him saying characters from Raccoon City, Resident Evil Outbreak, and so on. YouTube translation doesn't get everything 100% accurate and may miss a word here and there, but this was like very specific wording. Does this confirm that we'll be seeing returning characters from previous Resident Evil titles? Let me know what you think below.